data virtualization technology was not invented 2 years ago or 5 years ago. In the 90s, we already had the forerunners of the data virtualization products that we are using today. So the technology is now about 20 years old, I would say. And I would say that tools or vendors such as Denodo appeared on the market approximately 10 years ago. But then still, the question is a correct question. Why suddenly the last 2-3 years? Why have they become popular? And I think it sort of links to this increase of data usage. Companies want to do more with their data. They want to become more data driven. They are working on this digital transformation. And that really means doing more with data. So you get into data usage. It has to be expanded, it has to be extended, it has to be widened, and there data virtualization can really help to make that possible in an easy way. So a lot of companies today have a more traditional classic data warehouse architecture where they copy data from the production systems to the staging area, to the data warehouse, to the data mart. Lots of copying is going on there. Now, if you look at it in a nutshell, you have to say that it has become sort of like a rigid structure, a rigid architecture. It's not easy to change. If we want to make one change somewhere in that architecture, it leads to a lot of changes throughout the entire architecture. And nowadays, what we want is more agility. We want to be able to build more quickly, change reports more quickly, because the market sort of demands that from us. Now, an alternative architecture to the traditional data warehouse architecture is the logical data warehouse architecture. There are others, such as the extended data warehouse architecture, but the logical one is getting a lot of attention by the market. It probably has to do with the fact that Gartner has given it a name that makes it more visible. And the relationship with data virtualization is very clear. If we want to build a logical data warehouse, we need technology that helps us out with building an abstraction layer. The data virtualization engines do give us that abstraction layer. But the logical warehouse architecture is in fact a more flexible, a more agile data warehouse architecture than the more traditional one.